Welcome to my channel, Better Monday Fasting. In this video, it's going to be freestyle. I'm in Italy, Milan. I'm at the Duomo. Try to. It's pretty amazing. So nothing I share in this video is medical advice. It's going to be a freestyle video because I'm realizing that my life is getting better and better and better. I mean, yeah, I'm sure fasting is it's playing a role. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's just amazing. So I just wanted to share some footage from Italy, this beautiful place, and yeah, share my thoughts and how things are going. So to give you a little background on my latest trips is so I've been a nomad for the past 8 years until in 2024 I discovered Paraguay, fell in love with Paraguay and decided to get residency in Paraguay. And so it wasn't all that easy, but I managed it. And so now I have a temporary residence in Paraguay. And now that I kind of ended the nomadic life, so I decided to bring back. I had some stuff. I had my electric guitar, my bass, some other heavier stuff in Europe, and I'm a Turkish and Swiss citizen. So my mom lives in Switzerland, and my dad in Turkey. So I decided to come back to Europe and get all my stuff. But it's been quite some adventure because, yeah, my parents have been divorced since I'm a teenager. And so it was all like a matter of getting to gather the stuff. Like, hasn't been all that easy. And so I was in Turkey, and then I went to Switzerland. And next thing you know, there's this band. So I also lived 11 and a half years in San Diego, California. And I was a part of the scene there. I played in a local band called the Channing Coke. And in 2004, this band, Earthless, started playing. I mean, I already knew the musicians. I was already a fan of the musicians, especially Mario Rubalcaba, the drummer. I knew him from Click Attack, Hot Snakes. And yeah, they started this band called Earthless, and I think they started like to kind of just jam out. I don't think they had a plan of a career or something. Like, I think they just wanted to play. From what I'm gathering, like I don't know it for sure, but they just wanted to play what they love to play. And I think I made it. I didn't make it to the first show, but I think I made it to the second show in 2004. And since then, it kind of became my favorite live band. And I don't know how many times I've seen. I'm sure I've seen them like more than a dozen times in San Diego. And once I went to LA just to see them. I was dating this girl in I forgot the neighborhood, Long Beach, and they were playing there, and we went to the show, and then I come back to Europe in 2011, and I think it was in 2016 they came over, and I saw them twice, once in Belgium and once in Geneva, Antwerp, Belgium, and Geneva, Switzerland. I saw them there, and then since then I've been following them. I love their music, and I follow them on Instagram, and they've been really active, and the band grew. I think that band that they just started to jam out, like it grew, and I think there might even like be more interest in Europe than in the US for all the like the stoner rock, psychedelic rock, like yeah. And then so I'm in Switzerland, and I knew that they were like they were going to Spain. I knew they had like 3 dates in Spain, so I started looking at the dates, and it was a nightmare for a low-cost flight. I mean, it was really expensive when there wasn't a day, and for Madrid, there's no. I think since it's the summer until September, there's no flight. So I was like, man. Then I went to the official website, and then I see that they're playing Switzerland. I'm like, oh, that's great. But then the festival is sold out. I'm like, man. And but then I see that the day before Switzerland, they're playing Italy. Milan, Italy, and there's like this festival with like the kind of stoner rock with 5 bands, and Fu Manchu headlining. So then I look at the train tickets, and since it's the weekend, it was like there were some really good deals. So I was like, man, I'm going. And so I purchased my train ticket from Geneva, and I even got a direct train. Just made it to Milan. I mean, I'm already familiar. I've been to Italy many, many times, being from Switzerland. And yeah, it was great. I mean, especially when I was earning Swiss francs, it was always great to go to Italy because your money was worth more. And Italy, it has a lot to offer, you know. It has a lot to offer. And so yeah, I made it here and went to the show. Amazing. I mean, you see your heroes, you know, like from San Diego, and honestly, like all the other bands, I was kind of hoping to discover Fu Manchu. I kind of knew them, but I never so far he hadn't clicked with me. But it's good, like they're good, but I don't know, I'm a little picky. So for me, the highlight was Earthless, and the show. I don't know how long they played, probably over an hour, but for me, it passed. It was like time is so relative. It was 15 minutes, and that's why I love that band, because they're not playing they're not playing one song, stop one song. It's just they take you from somewhere and they bring you somewhere else. But it kind of changed, I think, because before I think they used to play one piece, sometimes 2, and now it's that's the feeling I got. They're actually, in a very tasty way and skillful way, they're kind of DJing, their own songs. There's song A, song B, and then either the rhythm or the guitar player, he will make it morph into the next song. It's very well done. And yeah, it was great. I personally, I wish it was they were headlining and they played more, and it was more Earthless focused. But yeah, it was a great festival, and there was a lot of rock literature. And the guy, I mean, it's for Fu Manchu, there was a little bit of moshing, but it was so intellectual, It's intellectuals for stoner rock. Yeah, I started talking with the guy who had a Chaos shirt, and they're all, yeah, it's they apply that interest for culture, that the Europeans have to stoner rock. It's yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it was like a museum visit, but it's just yeah, it's great. It's actually great. It's just how Europeans they perceive rock and roll as art. and you go there. Unfortunately, I don't speak Italian, but there is so many great books, great books, great vinyls, and yeah, I mean, you see that the people have they're not just going to get drunk and see a show. Like, it's like there's a real interest in what's going on. They know the bands they follow, and yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I was able to talk with some people. Yeah, it's kind of like I don't speak Italian. Like sometimes I can get away with Spanish, and some people speak English, and and yeah, yesterday with the dudes, like, we're speaking English, and he was saying, "Oh, do you know that band?" And I was like, "No," like, and he's like, "How come?" But it was just because of the pronunciation, like with the Italian accent. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what you mean." Okay, yeah, it was kind of funny. The same thing happened to me. Like, I was a layover in Brazil, so I go to the counter. I had a question, and I asked the lady, "Do you speak Spanish?" And she's like, "Yes." And then she starts speaking Spanish, but it still sounds like a Portuguese, Yeah, the accent is so strong. Like, I'm like, okay. To me, it's like you're still speaking in Portuguese. But yeah, it was like, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, this trip, it became like, so I basically came back to pick up my stuff, but now it's turning into like, like revisiting my past a little bit and enjoying Europe, and since I know that, I won't be back soon, so I'm taking advantage of everything I can do, and everything I can, we cannot, even for my business, like I purchased some tech stuff, like things that are very expensive, or even like some practical things that are very like, it's hard to find. I mean, very expensive over there. So I'm trying to get all these things, like now I'm seeing the world like as a, from the eyes of a global South man, like yesterday I took an Uber. It was a Tesla, and the freeway, they're so smooth. Like, it was like flying. Like, I mean, now that I live in Asuncion, and I send some pictures to my girlfriend, she's like, "The Uber is a Tesla?" Like, I'm like, "Yes, honey, it's just like in Paraguay," jokingly. But the thing is, like, I don't like it, like, because, like, if I stay too long here or in Switzerland, I feel like I'm gonna become soft, So I don't like it. Everything is too easy. Like, the shower is working, you don't get electrocuted. Like, it's like everything is, the shower. I stayed at this Best Western. Oh my God! Like, when the shower pressure, incredible, and you could so you could get the shower from top, back, your ass, like, you can, and with great pressure, and a lot of hot water, cold water. You could do like massage, and oh my God! Like, it's like, yeah, it's a different world, but I kind of don't like it. I mean, in Turkey, it was like, even though the infrastructure got really good, you're still being challenged. It's really, we're on the street, like one day in Istanbul, at walking around, you feel it. Like, yeah, there's constant like stress, and how people enter your personal space, which I really don't like. And yeah, so from going from Latin America to Turkey, it kind of feels the same. Then you come to Switzerland, it's like, and especially now it's August, like people are in vacation. It was like, it took me a while to adapt. Like, it's too silent, It's too silent. The air is like super fresh. Now I'm in Italy. It's super nice here. I came here last time. It was, I think, 2011. I came to see Trabzonspor, my soccer team from Turkey. They were playing Inter Milan, and we won 1-0 it was the Champions League, first game of the Champions League. It was also like beautiful. It was the 14th of September 2011. I will never forget that day. One of the happiest days in my life. And yeah, so it's kind of cool, like to revisit. And before the game, with all the fans, the Trabzonspor fans, we went to Domo and we were singing and chanting, you know. And with the acoustic, it was amazing, like. And so it's always nice to be in Italy. It's also, I mean, if you have money, Europe is great, you know. It's like, because the distances are so. I'm a little paranoid to not get the phone stolen. The distances are so they're so short, you know, compared to the Americas. And yeah, it's really easy to go from Switzerland to Italy to Belgium to France. There's a beautiful fountain here. So yeah, in that sense, Europe is great, and everything is working, and yeah, it's just expensive. That's the thing. Like, so like to go to my the hotel. I mean, I took a hotel near the airport where the festival was, but this time around, like, to come back, I don't know why, it was really expensive, the Uber. And so I took they had the shuttle to the airport, and from the airport I took the subway. And it's really well done. Like, with your subway, you can pay with your credit card, like the contactless. Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I'm having a blast. And now that I have this in Paraguay, I got this. Like, my phone plan, it's great. I have 50 gigabytes, and I don't get roaming in Europe, neither in all the Americas. So it's great. Like, I wish I had that before, because when I started traveling, like the first 3.5-4 years, I had no cell phone plan. I was only using Wi-Fi until I went to Guatemala, and over there it's really, like, I felt that it was really dangerous, you know. I mean, it's another level, you know, like, and I was like, well, man, maybe I should get a SIM card. So I got a SIM card there, and it was always like, since then, it was like always like switching SIM cards. And the eSIM, I don't know, like, I tried many times, but I don't know, maybe because I purchased, I had to crack something. I mean, I'm pretty geeky, like, I'm not like a technophobe, you know, like, but I wasn't able to use a SIM card, and I purchased several of them, and it was always like a failure. I know that it's in Turkey, it's a little, because I had purchased my phone in Turkey, and sometimes, you know, they tend to block and stuff. But I already cracked some phones, like, but I wasn't able to do it. So it was always like, you had to, and a lot of things rely on it, and it's always a pain in the back. And this plan, like, I pay like how much I pay? 119,000. Yeah, it's even not $20, or it is. No, it's not. It's like, yeah, I mean, 80,000 would be, yeah, it's like $16 or something. Man, it's great. Like, it's great. It worked in Turkey. I was kind of worried that I didn't know if they consider Turkey Europe. He worked in Turkey. He worked in Switzerland. Working great in Italy. and you're paying Paraguayan pesos, Paraguayan guaranis, it's great. It's I'm glad that I purchased that plan. It's a lifesaver. And yeah, so now I had planned my trip to last until end of September. That was my plan. But because I had some business to take care with my family, and it kind of didn't go the way I wanted. So I thought like if it was going to go the way I thought it, like it was going to take me some time. I would need more time, but that didn't go the way I wanted, and also, yeah. In the meantime, like I had already booked everything, and then yeah, exactly today. It was like June 3rd. That's when I met for the first time my girlfriend. And we started going out, and then a month later, on July 5th, we became officially boyfriend, girlfriend. It's like a process that I learned, I didn't know. Well, like in Paraguay, you gotta, it's really well done actually. I think the entire world should do that. It's like a man and a woman, they go out, you do everything, you have intimacy, you do everything, like boyfriend, girlfriend. But at one point, it's expected from you, the guy, to ask her as a girlfriend, as an official girlfriend. And it's really well done, because then you just try everything, and then if you're serious, you express it, and if you're not, you don't make her waste time, So my girlfriend told me, like, if you had not asked me after 2-3 months, I'm just gonna think you're not serious, and I'm gonna move on. I think it's great. Like it avoids drama. You still do the fun stuff, if you just, if you don't wanna get serious, but you wanna, you want more than like one night stand. You still wanna have the girlfriend experience, but you don't want to commit. It's great. You can do that, like you just go out with girls and then don't ask them to be your girlfriend, and you just go from one to another until you. But in my case, it was good because I was thinking, we're boyfriend, girlfriend. No. So then I had a good friend of mine that he took to another level. Like he did that proposal. He took it to another different level. Like he hired the company, and they made like with cube letters, illuminated, from the inside. Do you want to be my girlfriend? And he had balloons, heart-shaped balloons, red balloons, and yeah, I mean, there's a company doing that. They come with a truck and everything. And then he was really like, I know him from the sauna I go to. He works there. So that day I came, and it was his week to be in that sauna, and they told me, he's not here. I was surprised. So he's really smart, because his girlfriend is a friend of his sister. So what he did, he took off that day, and his girlfriend was thinking that he was working, and he took care of all that. And then his sister asked his girlfriend to go have coffee, Fortunately, she accepted, because imagine she says, no, I'm busy, or she's not interested. And so the sister of my friend brought her to where the whole thing was, And so and then he does the proposal. Like, of course, the girl, like, she's like crying. He's like, it's huge. And he shared it on the WhatsApp, and I'm friends with him on WhatsApp. So I see that, I'm like, whoa, like he's getting married, like he proposed. Like that's what I thought. Like it was so elaborated, and so I'm like, congratulations and stuff. And so on one hand, I'm like congratulating him, and on the other hand, like because he's still like finishing school, you know, he's like he needs 2 more years to finish college, and he was asking me advice. He's like, oh, I would like to go to Europe to make more money and stuff. So I was kind of helping him to build a strategy. Because I didn't want his butt to get kicked in Europe, because in Paraguay they're so nice, and I mean it's kind of a preserved place, you know. And even when Paraguayans, they go to Peru or Mexico or like other places where it's like it can be more life is a little bit more rough, you know. It's already a culture shock for them. So imagine that dude like going to Berlin or you know, or Milano, or you know, like it's or Paris, but Paris, yeah, it's gonna be really difficult, you know. Like if you've never left, I mean, I can imagine it. Like if you've never left Paraguay, and the biggest city you know in your life is Asuncion, oh my God, you're gonna get. It's gonna be a huge shock. So I was kind of like helping him to prepare all that, and then. So I'm like, like, I mean, basically he doesn't have his act enough together to get married. Like so I was kind of surprised, and I'm like, oh, congratulations and stuff. And then I was like, I thought you were going to Europe, and he's like, no, like I didn't propose her like to get married, you know, like it's I asked her to be my girlfriend. So that's when I'm like, okay, that there's something else going on here. So then I researched on it a little bit, and then I asked my girlfriend. I mean, ours was not that elaborated, like, and actually I wasn't sure. It was to celebrate our first. So we wanted to celebrate our. So we start going out on the 3rd of July. So on 3rd of June. And on 3rd of July we wanted to celebrate. But I think she was out of town or something like, so we did it the 5th. So we want to celebrate, we had to have a dinner. But I didn't have like in mind to ask her out, like ask her as a girlfriend on that particular dinner. So it wasn't planned, but then we start talking, and I love going out with her, like to dates, because it's really slow. She's like me, like she takes like 35 minutes to study the menu, and then we order appetizers, and once we're done with the appetizers, we order the main courses. And usually, I mean, so far we've always closed all the restaurants we went to for a day, and it's great. Like I just love being at her, looking at her, and she's usually happy, like to go to those dates. So she has like stars in her eyes. So it's like it's a great experience. So I think it was after the appetizers. I think we're done eating the appetizer. Like, so we started talking about the relationship and stuff, and so I will say something positive about the relationship, and then she will respond, you know. She will be like, oh yeah, me too. And then I will say a little bit more, and she's like, me too. It's like poker, you know, like. And it got to the point, like it got, we both almost got emotional. Like it was very, you know, like, you know, each time I was saying something, like how she was like special to me, and how I felt good, and like she was, it was mutual, you know. She'll be like, oh yeah, me too, and she'll add sometimes even more, and then, you know, it got to the point where I was just like, okay, like I saw, it's like a soccer, you know, I saw the goal open. I'm like, Ali, you shoot now, or that opportunity might not come again. And I did it, and it was great. It was like, because it was, she told me that later that it was spontaneous, you know. So he kind of, I mean, I was going to ask her at one time, but that was great. Like the build-up was great. the build-up was great. And that's when also she told me, well, yeah, if you later, like when it was time for dessert, like yeah, if you had not asked me for in like a couple more months, I move on, you know. So it was good. So then I talked with my friend from the spa. That I was like, man, thank you, like you you saved my life. And it's really beautiful here. There's like great architecture. And that little street I took in the bottom because it was really silent, and it's really beautiful. Let's see how it's called. Do a little bit of this is called Plaza Belgioso. Plaza Belgioso. No, okay, so this is Plaza Belgioso. Beautiful place, and this is Via Gemorone. Okay, so this is like a serpentine, like so we took it both ways. Really quiet street, like that does like a snake shape. Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, Italians, man, like it's like, yeah, they're so refined, like the whole architecture, city planning, clothes. Yeah, yesterday I was well, it was near here, but it was Saturday, so the stores were open, and it's all like amazing clothing store. I mean, it's like upscale, you know. It's not my cup of tea, but I respect and admire. You know, anything that people put thought, energy, and they dedicate themselves to make something good. So I have respect for that. Like, even though I'm not gonna be wearing that type of clothes, but yeah, it's. I mean, it's the capital of fashion. You know, it's one of the fashion capitals of the world, and also shoes. They have really good shoes, and yeah, Milano. So yeah, so all that to say that. Well, since I had planned my trip before going out with my girlfriend, and the things I was hoping, like some family business that didn't go the way I wanted, like now I feel like, I mean, it's still gonna be a pretty long trip, you know, because I left in August. No, I left in July, mid-July. So it has been 2.5 weeks, and now I'm thinking going back late August or late early September instead of going late September. So it's still going to be over a month, you know, month and a half. And that's actually when I left, because today it's our second month anniversary with my girlfriend, like since we know each other. No, it's not the anniversary because we weren't girlfriend boyfriend, but you get the idea. I mean, it has been 2 months that we know each other, and we were together physically for a month and a half. So yeah, like I don't want to be away too long. So that's the first idea. And second is like, if I'll be doing things like that and, you know, spend money to do tourism, like I rather do with her at a later time. Like it's kind of useless. Yeah, I don't get as much. Yeah, I don't get as much as pleasure because things like that is better to share. Like if you do have someone. So that's also the reason, like I feel like my head is in Paraguay, and that I don't like. Like I like to always live the moment, live the present. Like I don't talk to the phone when I'm with my friends. I don't even put it on the table. Like if somebody goes to dinner with me, like I hide the phone. I think it's like I like to live the present moment. And now it's kind of, yeah, my head is somewhere else, so it's not like that station I don't like, but it's been really good for the relationship. I mean, like we got closer, being far away. That was really surprising. Like I wasn't expecting that. But now that we're that much closer, now I would like to get also be in the same physical space, you know, because that's also gonna be a higher level, I think, of connection. And also, like, now what I do is, since we cannot do those things together, so all day I'm sending her pictures. Like I try to share my when I do touristy stuff, even when I don't do touristy stuff, I share everything. So I was a kind of guy that made fun of the guys that wake up and the first thing they do is like to say good morning to their girlfriend. I mean, for me that was a joke, you know. It's like and I thought it was like the best way to lose that your girlfriend lose interest in you, you know. If you tell her everything, you're like, you say good morning, good night. It's just, yeah, it's a feminine energy. Like but right now I'm just, I kind of fell in that. But it's just that when you have somebody on the other side that is not losing interest, but on the contrary, she's encouraging you. Well, it could be a trick, you know. They let you, you know, she lets you go, you know, to fall more in love, and then they're gonna break your heart. It's possible, but yeah, I'm like lately, like I turned into a guy that I like, type of guy that I used to make fun of, you know. It's just like, dude, you gotta. But I'm gonna take control again because I sooner or later, yeah, I cannot go like that forever. Like sooner or later, it's gonna. Yeah, you gotta be a man. You gotta be you gotta do your stuff. You gotta. Yeah, I cannot show too much emotion. Like, if you want to keep your woman, you know. That's how I see it. I still believe in that, but yeah, the life and reality is teaching me something else now. But I'm still. I still think that. You got to be careful because I mean, men and women, it's a misunderstanding, you know. It's perpetual misunderstanding. I mean, we don't see, we get into relationships together, but we don't live it the same way. It's just we're wired differently. So if you want to make it happen and you want to keep your girl, you got to understand. You got to understand how they think, because otherwise that's what I'm thinking. Like you will lose that woman. So I'm back to Domo. Yeah, I'm always being careful. Like, I mean, this time around, like, it seems there's not that many shady guys hanging around. Yeah, in 2011, it was. Yeah, you got to watch out. Like, there's like scammers and pickpockets and all type of kind of people with bad intentions. But this time around, it seems. They cleaned out. I don't know how, but you got to be careful. I mean, especially when you know, like bad things happen when you relax. You know, so you never want to relax. Especially like northern Italy, and I mean, the train station is. I mean, they have the military there. You know, you come and there's like military dudes with rifles and stuff. Like it's still. I mean. Yeah, they're keeping it safe, but you know that how they're doing, you know, it's so yeah, I gotta be careful. So I hope you're enjoying the ride. Like, so now I'm back to the, you know, I mean, how can you build something? I mean, it's like, it's just amazing. Like the, you know, like the level of you know, the refinement. So refined, so well thought, so yeah, it's beautiful. And then you go to Venezia, you go to Florence, you go, well, Florence, that's where the Renaissance started. I mean, those guys, they're no joke, you know. It's yeah, the Italian culture is it's something, and also I'm very impressed how, like, the marketing, you know. I mean, their cuisine. I mean, come on, like it's like pizza, pasta. I mean, for the most part, but how they market it, you know. How they market it, and they sell it to you for a bowl of pasta for 40 euros. I mean, that's just talent, you know. And being from Turkey, I see our cuisine that is way more involved, way more refined, way more everything. But yeah, we're even having a hard time patenting our own stuff. I mean, now Germany claims the doner kebab, but like, come on, like, what is that? Like the German chancellor, last time he came to Turkey, his gift to the Turkish president was a 60-kilo German doner. Like, dude. Yeah, I was really offended. But I was talking to that with a French friend, and he told me, no, you should be proud. That's soft power. It's just that from the inside you took over Germany. Okay? No, I mean, even the word döner is like, dönmek is like, you know, so it's a Turkish word, like döner. And the guys now, I mean, they believe, I see YouTubers thinking that the doner kebab is German. Like, hey, is there anybody home? I mean, I respect the fact that they have created something of a subculture that is really good. So I have no problem that they patent German doner, you know, Deutsche Döner. Like, I have absolutely no problem with that. And I think it's something, it's another dish. It's like a sushi in California, you know. And you show that stuff to a real Japanese guy, he will just laugh at you. Also, the sushi culture and in Latin America, it's very different, you know, than the real stuff. As long as you say it, you know, it's not, I mean, food in general and culture in general, it's always, you know, you copy and you improve it, and so there's nothing wrong with that. But to claim it all together, to appropriate it all together as if it was the Germans have created doner kebab, come on, man, like, it's just, yeah. I don't know how we got to that. Oh my God! Like, I have to show. I mean, look at that! Like, you got. Yeah. I mean, that's also what makes me question. You know, like, decades and sometimes centuries ago, we were able to build things like that and look at everything that is modern, you know. The modern cities, it's like, what a shame, like, we're going backwards, man. Like, look at that, like. I mean, look at that, and look, think of all the skyscrapers and like everything that is modern, like it's yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not everything is improving, you know. So to tie it back to fasting and being a nomad, I mean, it's just like my life keeps getting better. I mean, today is 29, 30, 30. 5 days ago, I turned 50. I turned 50 5 days ago, and so my 40s were better than my 30s. And now it's just with the Paraguay project and falling in love, which I thought I had retired, you know, from. I was doing like only short-term woman because I love intimacy, but yeah, for me it was the whole relationship thing was equal headache, you know. The whole thing with women, like they don't know what they want, like it's just. So I thought all that was like over for me until maybe another life. And as soon as you know, like, well, maybe not as soon, but next thing you know, a couple of months before turning 50, you know, I meet probably the woman of my life. So far, it's like, it has been green flag after green flag after green. It's just amazing. Like, I've never, even though it's been a short amount of time of being together, we made a lot. Like I've never got that close with anyone, and I had stayed longer with women. So it's not about time. It's about, you know, passing those steps. You know, when she proves to you that she's the one. You know, there's all these like little details or little things that you do together and how it goes. And I mean, it's when you think of it, even though you don't put it that way, it's like it's tests. You know, the relationship is at every second is being tested in a way, and so that's a huge gift of life. You know, now I turned 50. My girlfriend turned, we have almost the same birthday. Maybe that's the reason why we get along so well. And she turned 28. I mean, now like a lot of my exes from Europe and stuff, you know, they're like 48, 46. Now I end up with a 28-year-old woman. And it's great. Like, it's just, yeah, life is great in that way. So, and for me, none of those things would have happened without fasting. You know, it's just like becoming nomad, becoming stronger, becoming more resilient, having the willingness to do stuff. I mean, you know, like I see my favorite band coming to Switzerland. It's sold out. Oh, they're playing Italy. I mean, it's no big deal. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll do it. You know, I'll just pack my backpack and I go. I mean, but a lot of people with my age will be like, you know, it will be, oh, I got to go all the way there. Where we're going to sleep? You know, it's like, I mean, not everybody, but for me, it's like a piece of cake. I mean, it's not, I'm not even tired. Like, with everything I've done, in places I've done that, like here it's Europe, it's really easy to travel and all that. I mean, if you have the means. If you don't have money, then it might be more complicated, but I mean, you don't even have to, you know, if you have those suitcases with the wheels, you know, yeah, without lifting it, you can do all Europe. Like, it's very, everything is very modern. So yeah, I think like fasting has played a role, you know, and even like my girlfriend, like one thing that was great with her, like she never asked my age. Like it was like months into the relationship, and even a couple of times she was referring to other guys that were like 48, but she was like, oh well, but they're older, like they're old guys or older guys, and I was like, oh man, like I was like, for a while I was thinking, oh yeah, once she's gonna find out, maybe it will be over, and well, it's not over, and but she was thinking I was 30, 35, and it's just so that too, it's great because not only you can date younger women, keep up with them, all that, but also what you're offering to that person. Well, she doesn't feel like she only gets the good stuff, because I think if we had met when I used to be an asshole, like with women, yeah, I don't think it would have worked out. So the thing is, like on one end, she gets all this accumulation of experience in relationship of a 50-year-old, but then in the looks and in bed and physically activities, like she gets, a physical performance that is closer to her age. And I might even be strong. Like I will see. We never traveled and stuff, but once we went to a fair in Asuncion. I mean, it was nothing. It was like maybe we walked like a mile total, But then next day she was like, "Oh, my feet hurt and stuff." I was like, "Oh, if we go to Istanbul," like I told her, like if we're gonna go to Turkey, gonna go to Europe, we need to train, because if after a mile you have your feet hurt, like you're not gonna, especially in Turkey, because if you can't walk, there's because we have a problem with cab drivers, and there's no Uber, and also some of the cities, they're not made for cars, so if you cannot walk around, you're gonna miss out. And there's walking, and in Istanbul it's built on 7 hills, so climb, and it's like, I've seen Peruvians there, they're like, this is just like in Peru. The climbing, yes, I mean, it's like that. It's but that's also maybe why you don't see obese people, You don't see like much obese people in Europe, in Turkey, but in the Americas, yes. Yeah, in the Americas, yeah. So yeah. I mean, it's touch on wood. When things are going great, you don't want to sometimes talk too much about it, evil eye and all that. But at the same time, since my channel is, the goal of my channel is to give you the motivation to fast, because you're going to be, in my opinion, you'll be solving all your problems with fasting. And that's the message I want to share. And well, it has been working on me, on myself. It has been working. So if I can share, it could be, if I can share the life I'm living as a 50-year-old, and it could be an inspiration, like maybe you don't want to live like a life like mine, but that doesn't matter. Like I'm living the dream life for myself, so you'll be living the dream life for yourself, but you'll have the means to make it happen. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have health, it's not going to happen. So it's going to be very difficult. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy shooting it. Now look at that. Look at look at where we are. Like amazing. Y como que es languages. The guy was speaking. I'm speaking in English. The guy starts speaking in French, and I switched to Spanish, just like my brain. The guy triggered the change, you know, the gear change of languages, but I went on a different gear. It's just funny. I don't know how that works, but yeah, really quick. So I am a rocker. My band is called Black Sea Storm. I put all the links below. I also played in other bands in Switzerland, in the US. I've done some touring. I have a lot of albums. So if you want to check it out, you can visit the Spotify, YouTube. I put all the links below. With Better Monday Fasting, we have a new website. You can book some coaching with me. And I also published a new course called Become Your Own Fasting Coach. So if you want to get into fasting and and you cannot afford a personal coach, you can take that course. It's $45, and I give you all you need, all the elements you need to become your own fasting coach and learn how to listen to your body and go on that beautiful journey to become the best version of yourself and get closer to the ideal of having 100% health. If you're more of a reader, I have a book called For a Better Monday, and so you can read that book. Also, all the information is in that book. So if you're more of a reader, and that might even be a cheaper option. And so the book is available on Amazon and also on our the Better Monday Fasting online store. You can get the digital copies. Last but not least, if you live in the US, I sell fasting salts. I have a brand called the YouthLyte, and I sell electrolytes for fasting. So if you live in the US, you can order it, and it has done miracles for me. And now it's been because of the logistics, I haven't been using it for the past couple of weeks, and I feel it. So it's really a great product for when you're fasting, for your keto, for your carnivore diet, and also for working out. It's a great pre-workout, post-workout drink. No additives. That's why you got to keep it in the freezer. Otherwise, it will cake with humidity. Because there's no silicone, there's no all that crap. And no flavoring, it's pure electrolytes. Some people, they complain about the flavor. I mean, it's just like, tastes like seawater. But I do mine with lime juice, and it tastes great. So if you want to still stay like on the natural side and flavor it a little bit, lime juice is great. So thank you for watching this video, and I see you in another video hopefully, and I'm just gonna give you a little tour. I'm gonna turn the camera. Let's see how I can do it like this. I'm gonna turn it and give you a little tour. Give you a little tour of this beautiful place. So you can enjoy the. Oops. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't really see what how I'm framing all that. because I turned what is it, the back camera all the way around, so there's no interruption, but I think now you got the idea. Okay, thank you for watching, and I see you in another video on the channel hopefully. Thank you.